Did you see Donald Trump use anti-Semitic slurs and then like all of the pro-Israel people were like, I don't care. So Trump literally talking about bankers invoked the name of Shylock, which is a like incredibly anti-Semitic character from the Shakespeare play The Merchant of Venice. Like literally invoking the term Shylocks when you're talking about bankers, it could not be more fucking obvious. And then afterwards he's like, I have no idea what I did. Come on.
It's not going to help. But if you love them or if you love somebody that you're leaving it to, think of that. No death tax, no estate tax, no going to the banks and borrowing from, in some cases, a fine banker, and in some cases, Shylocks and bad people. But they took away a lot of.
He's literally invoking like an anti-Semitic stereotype from like 400 years ago while talking about bankers. Like this is like 1940s tier anti-Semitism. You don't see this that often anymore from people in actual positions of power, well, except Joe Biden, who said something similar in 2014. Joe Biden in 2014, while talking about foreclosures, as in like bankers, he said, Shylocks take advantage of people and foreclose on their houses while they're overseas, specifically in regards to American veterans. So both Biden and Trump did the same thing. These men are from another fucking age, honestly. Holy shit. And of course, pro-Israel groups don't care about this. John Podhoretz, prominent American pro-Israel Zionist lobbyist who also is Jewish, posted on Twitter in reaction to this, Trump bombed Iran. He can say Shylock 100 times a day forever as far as I'm concerned. These people definitely care about anti-Semitism. It's not all just about protecting the Israeli ethno-state. They are totally happy with Trump saying whatever the fuck he wants, provided that he also kills brown people in the Middle East sufficiently. And I obviously don't give a shit about Shakespeare because I hate and deride anything from England. I'm vehemently against. So I had to like look into who the fuck Shylock is in this play, because I knew that like it was an anti-Semitic caricature from a Shakespeare play, like of a banker or something like that. I didn't actually know the specifics. So I went and I read the synopsis of the play, and I couldn't fucking believe it, because I read it and I'm like, wait, this character's supposed to be the villain? My reaction to this was, this character has been treated like shit, and he's taking revenge on the shitheads who's treated him like shit. This character is not the villain. What the fuck is this? So the synopsis is, Shylock is a Jewish moneylender who loans 3,000 ducats to his Christian rival Antonio, setting the security at a pound of Antonio's flesh. Now, the pound of flesh thing is like an anti-Semitic stereotype that Shakespeare included in there because he was an anti-Semitic moron, that like Jews try to like steal blood and flesh from Christians. So this is like the only actual bad part of this story that makes him look even remotely bad, is that the security for the loan was a pound of flesh. But this is obviously a made-up character that made up by an anti-Semite. Like when Shakespeare wrote this, I'm pretty sure that Jews had been banned from England for like a century at this point. Like they had been expelled. So Shakespeare probably didn't even know a Jew. The only reason why there could even be a Jew in his play is because it was set in Venice and not in England. So there's the pound of flesh thing, but then it continues. Shylock's decision is fueled by a sense of revenge, because Antonio had previously insulted, physically assaulted, and spat on him in the Rialto, the stock exchange of Venice, dozens of times, defiled the Jewish religion, and had also inflicted massive financial losses on him. Okay, so this guy gives a loan to someone who had spat on him, assaulted him, and defiled his religion, and also like financially ruined him. He gives him a loan, and because he attempts to claim the security for that loan of this guy who, again, has assaulted him, spat on him, and attacked his religion dozens of times, that guy is the bad guy, and the guy who couldn't repay his loan, he's the good guy. What? Doesn't even make any sense. The people who wrote this were fucking morons. They had to like include some like random like demonic evil shit, like he asked for security in a pound of flesh to make the story even make any sense. Okay. And like the conclusion of the story is that like Shylock is incorrectly charged with the attempted murder of a Christian, which carries a possible death penalty. And Antonio, who literally assaulted him and attacked his religion dozens of times, is freed without punishment. Shylock is then ordered to surrender half of his wealth and property to the state and the other half to Antonio. And then Shylock signs an agreement bequeathing all his remaining property to two other Christians. And then he is forced to convert to Christianity. And this is presented as like a abominable villain getting his just desserts. Like, this is a fucking terrible story. What the fuck? Fucking justice for Shylock. What the hell? This is a fucking joke. Honestly, like, old school anti-Semitism just makes no sense. Like, they have to throw in the the pound of flesh thing in order for it to like make the supposed villain seem bad. And it's like the conclusion of the story is like, oh, we forced him to convert and we stole all his money because he tried to claim a loan from someone who had assaulted him dozens of times. By the way, he's the bad guy and that guy who assaulted him is the good guy. Okay. Man, Western society makes no sense because it's very stupid. And you know, what more is there to say? I gotta say, Shylock was right. I think if anything should be a slur here, it's Antonio's. Fucking Antonio's, man. Man, that does sound like a slur. Like the goddamn Antonios. You could see like a really like an American white Anglo-Saxon Protestant using Antonio as like a sincere anti-Italian slur in the 1910s or something. I could see that. Fucking Antonios, man. Can't trust the Antonios of the world. You know, you could get a very fine banker, but in some cases you get Antonios and bad people. If Trump had said that, I'd be 100% behind it because at least it makes sense within like the plot of the play where the term Shylock comes from in the first place. That's my take on the Trump Shylock anti-Semitic incident and everything surrounding it. It's the same shit every time, isn't it? The same shit every single fucking time. You're allowed to be as like anti-Semitic in the most brazen, obvious, like traditionally anti-Semitic ways possible, as long as you support Israel, as long as you support the massacre of supposedly subhuman people in the Middle East. It's the same shit every fucking time.